So we are going to do a campus tour today. Thank you all for coming. Now, there's a couple of things that I would like you guys to know about the tour or about the campus. First of all, in your context menu, in your wheel menu here, in world settings, there is an avatar culling menu. In this menu, you can click on avatar range and adjust how people, or when people disappear for you, how far away they are. Because a lot of times on, in Resonite, full IK avatars and complicated avatars can often bring the performance of the game down. And so culling out those avatars locally is usually a good thing to do. All right, so I'll start by going over the spawn area. This is pretty basic stuff. We have some of the campus rules here. We have a few notes about campus here, such as AFK cake is normally on for 1 hour. There's also some notes like save frequently. So this is very interesting. We have a potato button. We call it the potato button. And if you are lagging extra hard and you don't really want all this extra foliage, you can click that and it disappears for you. So this teleport button, this toggles on and off the ability to click on the tags above the buildings and teleport there instantly. That is something that you can do right now. Some people don't like to have that, so if you don't want that for yourself, you can press that button. And then the top one here, if you click and hold this up here, then locally, you can look around and you will see that you can locate a user anywhere in the world by holding this down. Yeah. Ooh. All right. We have a, just sort of a welcome sign here with a few little explanations of each building. And if your microphone is not working and you'd still like to be able to communicate, we have these cloud spawners for the Resonite mute helpers. Now, these cloud spawners you are going to see all over the campus, and the way that you spawn these items out is click the little green box that is to the left of them. Yes, you will have to use your laser. All right. So now, I suppose first we will start with the classrooms. It is a very simple area, but an important one. All right. So a lot of the buildings around here will be mostly, if not fully, culled out until you get closer to them. Now, normally, like the larger buildings, you will be able to see from afar in some form or fashion. For example, the safe space over there, you can see the hub building, you can see. Now, this area is usually pretty empty. However, there are options for people who want to come here, like host their own campus, come here and use it to teach anything that they want. So here are some community classrooms, and if you wanted to use any of these classrooms, you would just have to click on it and then start a custom session. These are called world orbs, by the way, if you're new to Resonite. Now, we do have some default classrooms, or a default classroom, I should say, which is this. There's also a workbox, which is a little bit more complicated, but it is sort of an isolated area for yourself if you're working on something. Now, if you guys will join me over here, I can show you just a little bit about this classroom. So it is a very simple classroom and customizable. It is public, just like the rest of campus with all the resources. These seats you can add more. They are anchors, so you can anchor yourself to there and turn inside of the anchor as well. You can change the color if you would like. There's a lot of different things that you can do. You can change the name, and then the tag above this also has a teleporter, just like the rest of the buildings. So if you decide to have like multiple classrooms on campus, like this, then a student will be able to easily locate it and teleport to it. Yes, Doctor helped me a lot with this classroom. Thank you so much, Doctor. All right. So that is the basic classroom. And the rest of the workspace is pretty blank. Normally, this is the space in which we hold our Wednesday workshops, which are a lot more casual. And you will normally come in here and see nothing there because we don't use those. And instead, we have an open-ended question that is pasted onto the sky, just in a very large sort of text. So that is the Wednesday workshop. And absolutely feel free to come to those. Those are very fun. Very much meet and greet, very much, new to Resonite, trying out new things, learning the tools, all that kind of stuff. So the next thing I'll show you guys is the hub. There's a little camera spot out here. Actually, why don't we take a little shot here, so I can sort of show what's going on. Yeah, everyone get in close. You should be able to see yourself up there. Excellent. Everyone get in here, and then you just press that, and it starts the timed thing. Nice dab, Lilosa. Love it. All right, and then you just have this picture here, and save that to your computer. You can save it to your inventory, all of that. And you can either close the camera by doing this, or if you walk away from it for long enough, it will just go back to the default. Yes. All right. So we're going to start on the first floor, which is the lobby down here. There is an elevator to get up to other floors as well, but there's also a teleport inside. So come on in here, make sure that you are in walk or fly. If you're in no clip, you won't be able to see anything in here. All right, so we'll start over here. Now this is the community advertisement area. So we have this lovely column here that displays posters of different projects, people, communities. This advertisement kiosk itself was made by our friend Yar, and he runs the Cadets, which is a fairly large and very friendly group in Resonite. A lot of sort of newer users gravitate towards the Cadets because they are very friendly, very good at teaching, all of that kind of stuff. And so you can see here, we do have some groups that we're advertising here, and there are also Discord links to those groups that we'd like to put there as well. This here is our Metaverse Academia player. It's pretty rudimentary right now. However, you can click on any one of these, and it will load in the YouTube video that it links to. So this is Navy and his TARDIS. He does a show on YouTube where he wanders around to different Resonite worlds in his TARDIS and records them and puts them on YouTube. It's very cool. He actually did one about campus today, which was very, very fun to see. All right, so we do have some basic tutorial stuff right there for new users. I need to update that ASL poster to the newest one. We do have the full credits here for the campus and some different links for people who want to give us feedback or find us in other platforms. This is our partners shelf. There are, I think, 2 or 3 other partners that we are still putting together their shelf, and so there's going to be another one next to this very soon. Got the A Masters things up there. He's been supporting us from the beginning. We have the Meta Movie things here, Creator Jam, of course, and then the Cadets as well down here. And then these are just going to be posters for upcoming events. I'm going to be taking this one down soon since it just happened. All right, now this teleporter, which was made by Dr. Tangerine, thank you, Doctor. You can teleport either by clicking the up or down or on the floor itself. So let's go to community tools. Excellent, excellent. All right, so now these are all different cloud spawners. And these are, well, community tools. We do have some Resonite Essential tools right over here. So that is a wall of those, but otherwise, all of these tools that you see were made by members of the community, or they are perhaps customized versions of the Resonite Essentials, stuff like that. On the fun stuff, you will see a lot of Gearbell's things. Gearbell has a very fun toy shop. Yeah, so feel free to come here whenever. It is, again, a public world, and you just click one of the green squares next to one, and it will spawn out for you. All right, and there's a lot to do here. Somebody once told me it is I I think someone with ADHD's dream or something like that. And I totally agree. All right, the next floor is World Orbs.
That was random.
Yeah, someone told me that, and it was great. I was like,
But
yes, absolutely.
The tool place?
Yes, the tool
Okay, I
specifically.
understand.
So this is the World Orbs world, and if you get close to the walls or sideways tables, you can see the World Orbs come into view. Now, with the same with the classrooms, you can click on one of these and then start a custom session. If you just start a session, usually it will open it up to the public. So just be aware of that. So we got games, creative, all sorts of avatar worlds as well. And then this international world is pretty much I mean, we do have the Unifesta 2024 over there, which was run by the Japanese community. But this world is filled, as you can see from this photo, with international worlds that were made by the Japanese or Korean community.
Literally someone take every world and Resonite and place it in the world.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of worlds in there. So experiences. Now this specifically is if you want to experience VR for what VR is capable of, especially in Resonite, then I recommend going to one of these. Recently, we just went to the Black Mesa train ride by the science team, and that was an incredible experience. We have the Alien Rescue public release here by the Meta Movie Project, and that place is beautiful. I've taken pictures there. Wow. Anyway, so those are the world orbs, and you can come here at any time and, you know, world hop. Public folders is the next one. So we have several different types of public folders here. Here are avatar folders. So these, you can save these by grabbing any of these and saving it to your inventory via your context menu. And these are just filled with public avatars. This is the user folders wall. So if there is a user folder with a lot of really nice community tools or avatars or just anything really that you can use in Resonite, they would be here. And there is a form in the lobby as well if you would like to add your own resources to any part of the hub, really. Yes. This is for groups, assets, and tools. So you'll see the Metaverse Academia public here, as well as the Creator Jam public, so on and so forth. And we also have the Multicam Switcher by Zizzle, which we used for the presentation just now. Yes. These are very unique public folders. Some people like to put their public folders on physical objects. So you can see this fun one here by Baxter. It's like a playing card. And this one is by Zhao, our friendly neighborhood Zhao. And this one is A-Masters.
Are they using a mod for that?
Hello, Yuki. Hey. Oh, tell me about that later. I would love to do
It's just a
that.
component, I think.
Oh yeah,
It's a
little,
component.
cube.
Okay, we'll look on that. When I have time.
Yes. Yeah. If any of you know any unique public folders that I could put up there, please do let me know. The last floor is the look at, or look out, not look at. Sorry. Used to look at components.
Got run over by a reindeer.
So this is sort of a blank slate. This is normally where we will hold meetings or, you know, any sort of like workshop or meetup or anything that your heart desires to use it for, right? Eventually we'll probably have furniture cloud spawners up here so you can decorate it and stuff like that. All right, so the next place we're gonna go is the avatar station. That one's very fun, very interesting. So go ahead and click on the tag.
Avatar power up.
I don't know. It usually only does that when it like saves. Weird. All right. So at first it seems kind of blank. However, you know, things are culled out as usual in the campus, which is why there's that big avatars here sign. So in here, you have a lot of both pre-made options that you can spawn out, from people's public folders. There's also a lot of public folders in here. Everything that is in the hub is also in the public folder that we have. We also have some tutorials right here in the same fashion as the hub lobby. So you just click on those to watch the YouTube videos. We have outgoing world orbs to other avatar hubs here and there. We even have links that go out to websites that allow you to make your own customized avatars very simply. We have a mirror, so you can check out your avatar. When did you put this on me, Doctor? Here, I'll keep it.
As soon as it was possible to do so.
Of course. All right. This is the mascot of Metaverse Academia, the Mina drone. It's a public avatar that I made quite a while ago. But it's a very optimized head and hands avatar, and I recommend using it, taking one. You can just click this and then save it to your own inventory. These are some outgoing links and public folders to these customizable head and hands avatars. You'll see a lot of people in the Neoroid and Neofur avatars around. More cloud spawners for tools for, setting up avatars and things. Yes. Guidelines and tips, of course. I believe this one was put together by Gearbell. There is, on the other side, you can actually change the language. So here's Korean, English, Japanese. That's very nice. We have a lot of different cultures that come into Resonite. Not only, Japanese, Korean, American. We have a lot of Europeans in here as well. French, German, you name it. All right.
Yeah, we've also been getting some Russians as well.
Ooh, very cool.
Actually,
Very cool.
I have a lot of Russian playing this game now.
Let's go over to the safe space now. Well, it's meant to feel safe. And that's why it's like rounded, and you walk in here, it's like you're sort of entering a different world. And it kind of takes you away from any sort of the stress outside of it. So we have some nice, fun, sort of casual things in here, including brushes. These are very fun. You can create diamonds with your own hand. Very cool, very cool. We have some camera things in here and a photo wall in case you take a lot of pictures. And then for people who like to mirror dwell, so to say, like in VR chat, we have a nice big long mirror right here. You might have to sort of hover right above the mirror in order to find the... I don't know why it does that. It's okay. Rendering is funny. Anyway.
I think it's only wide locally.
Yes, it is a local mirror. Yeah,
So
you can change it in the
wide.
menu as well if you don't want it to be wide. It is basically just a reskinned version of the regular Resonite mirror.
Makes
Yes.
sense.
Yes. Indeed. And we have silly little lights, make things look soft. That's pretty much all there is to the safe space. It's meant to be fairly simple. All right, so there's 2 places left for the tour. Lecture hall, which is past the avatar station that way. Well, it's hard to click on. Oh man, you can walk maybe. Take a look at this little big garden gazebo pond thing, which is just sort of a nice spot by the safe space, I suppose. All right, there we go. In your world settings, and you will be able to teleport to any building using that as well. So anyone who isn't over here yet, the lecture hall is where we're at. All right. So we recently did hold a workshop for the Switcher Cam where Zizzle was up here teaching about his camera. And it is often recommended to for the teachers to sort of use the scaling ability in Resonite to scale themselves up, and then they can talk to any of the audience in the bleachers. There are a couple of interesting settings. One of them is you can make the whiteboard opaque. It also acts as a raycast blocker. So in case there are people in the hex grid space that are, maybe working on some things, and you don't want them to accidentally grab stuff that you're trying to teach about. You can adjust this whiteboard as well. This whiteboard was made, again, by Dr. Tangerine. Thank you, Doctor. Let's see, that I believe there's also a roof that you can turn on. Yeah, it's a fairly simple setup, but it does work. There's another raycast blocker as well, I believe right here to prevent grabbing. Yes. And the last spot, before I let you all do whatever, is the hex grid space. Let's go over there. So the explanation behind the hex grid space is that there are a lot of people who find comfort in an empty grid space. And it's not just to do with optimization, although usually it is. But we do have a lot of users who will open up a grid space and they will do all of their work in there. Having a place with a lot of visuals can get kind of messy. And, if somebody feels uncomfortable in a very specific spot, they can always come to wherever it is most comfortable for them. And I do find personally a lot of comfort in the grid space. So I decided to add that. And I also needed to fill up a quarter of the campus, so.
Grid space if it's not a hex grid.
I have gotten that comment a lot, Yuki. Trust me. I mean, the entire shape is a hexagon, but it is still like a grid. I decided to keep it as the grid because of the reason of it being a measurement tool, right? Like that's why the grid space is the way it is. Because I'm not sure exactly the measurements. I think it might be like 1 meter per square. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Yeah. And so I wanted to keep the grid for that reason. And also because it is very funny to hear that comment over and over again. It's very fun. Yeah, I believe that is the entire campus. Yeah, thank you for coming to the tour, everyone. This has been great.
Can you get a grid of completely tessellated circles?
I'm gonna shut it down.
I'm gonna say goodbye to the Twitch stream too. Bye, Twitch. Bye. Thank you for watching.
If anybody wants to wave at the camera before it goes down.
Oh yeah. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.